Reconciliation is a recalibration. Excuse me? I said reconciliation is a recalibration. Remember the definition. It is the restoration of orderly, right, and original relationships. The restoration of orderly, right, and original relationships. Reconciliation is a recalibration. Let me help you make sense of this. I like watches. I have some older watches, some mechanical watches. You have to wind them for them to start ticking. No batteries. I have some that are automatically wound. So as my hand moves, there's a rotor on the inside that winds the watch. But it's mechanical, Deacon Sanders. And everything mechanical needs maintenance. So when it leaves the factory, Orlando, it's calibrated to keep a certain quality of time. There's gears on the inside. The more you pay for the watch, you're actually paying for accuracy. The reason that certain mechanical watches are so expensive is not necessarily because of the materials. It's because of the accuracy. It's because of their ability to keep time without losing time. Cheap mechanical watches can lose 50, 60, 80 seconds a day. Now watch this. So you wind it, you set it. The first day you lose a minute, you don't even know. Second day you lose another minute, you didn't even know. Third day you lose another minute. You still ain't paying quite attention because when you look at that watch, you like it's close enough. But a week later, you 7 minutes late. And the reason is it loses its calibration. Over time, it slides out of the original settings of the manufacturer. Reconciliation is a recalibration. It puts you back into the alignment with the original manufacturer. But watch this. In order for a watch to be recalibrated, the entire watch has to be dismantled. You cannot recalibrate a mechanical watch without taking the whole thing apart. Every gear, every spring, completely. This is why some of you feel naked. Because God is like, you had slipped out of my design. And you told me you wanted to get right. So I'm recalibrating you. Now watch. When the watch is dismantled, depending upon how long it's been since its last service, a normal cleaning might not do. It might have to get aggressive. Now watch. If the watch has not been properly maintained and water has seeped in through the seals, it's lost its water tightness, which means the watch is no longer keeping out what should be kept out. Now the inside of the watch is rusted. And eventually, the first thing you'll notice is you're losing time. The second thing, it'll grind to a halt. And you can no longer set it. Oh, y'all not in Lord, I can't hear you no more. Come on, y'all act like y'all ain't been there. Lord, when I pray, I used to be able to hear you, but I don't hear you no more. That's because the seals have been broken of your original design, and you've allowed some things to enter in that should not be there. And now you have lost your proper function, and you've ground to a halt. So you start doing what you used to be able to do to put yourself in alignment. A watch which is rusted can't be set. You put it on the right time, it never ticks because it's unable to move. You got to go back to the watchmaker. I want y'all to know that God has some of y'all dismantled. Don't worry, he can put you back together. Some of y'all got cracked crystals. Don't worry, God got replacement parts. When he gets done with you, you're gonna look just like how he made you at first. He'll put you back in the calibration. They won't even know that you were rusted. They won't even know that you were broken. They won't even know that you were scratched. Hey, let me tell you. Let me slow down. Ooh, I feel like running. I learned something else, Elder Deborah, about a good watchmaker. Oh, yes, Lord. A good watchmaker, when he's restoring the watch, there's some scratches that they leave in. I used to want them to put it all the way back. They're interested in it keeping time, but they'll leave some of the scratches on the case. Because watch this. The value of the watch decreases when you take away the reality of its scars. A Rolex that is scratched, that has been rebuilt and runs well, is worth more money than a Rolex that has been repolished. The repolished Rolex actually loses value because the buffing takes away the material. Woo! Yes, Lord. And so what happens is the watchmaker will put the inside good as new, but on the outside there'll be some scratches. What has happened in the body of Christ, we want to buff the outside. Hey, and let me tell y'all something about a good watchmaker. Let me tell y'all. Buffing the outside is not where the money is. That's not even expensive. It costs to get the inside running accurately. See, too many of us are spending all of our resources on buffing our exterior when God is saying, I got to get your inside right. Because if the inside is right and the seals are replaced, the scratch actually adds value, because the scratch says that you have been through something, but you remain able to keep time. Hey, I need somebody to understand. Your scars do not disqualify you. Your scratches do not disqualify you. The dents and the dings do not disqualify you. God has created in you a clean heart and renewed a right spirit within you. The scratches say, the devil thought he had me, but I got away. The dents and dings say, what the devil meant for evil, God meant. Don't buff my scratches out.